A few months ago, I made a video where I talked about the power of the Hilton Honors Aspire card. But what about Marriott Bonvoy? Because they have not one, but two premium level credit cards. The Bonvoy Brilliant and the Ritz Carlton card. Separate or paired together, these cards have some incredible perks that might beat the Aspire card, depending on your viewpoint. So today, let's talk about how we can leverage these two cards to seriously elevate our Marriott hotel experience. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, hit that subscribe button down below. When it comes to premium Marriott Bonvoy credit cards, we actually get to choose between Chase or American Express. Because Marriott has co-branded credit cards with both issuers, which is a bit unique. Let's start off by talking about the Brilliant card, which is issued by American Express. The Bonvoy Brilliant card has a steep annual fee of $650, which is the highest annual fee on a hotel co-branded credit card. The current welcome offer on this card is for 90,000 points after spending $6,000 in the first 3 months of card ownership. Marriott Bonvoy points are worth around 0.07 cents per point, give or take a little bit, which makes this welcome offer worth about $800 on the conservative end. But we can very easily stretch these points to go much further, giving us a lot more value. Now, this welcome offer has been known to go up, so keep your eye out for one of those elevated offers. Now, in terms of multipliers, you're going to earn 6x back at Marriott hotels and resorts, 3x back on restaurants and flights booked directly with the airline, then 2x back on everything else. Now, because this card is a co-branded credit card with Marriott Bonvoy, you're going to be earning Marriott points that are deposited directly into your Marriott Bonvoy account when you spend on this card. This is one thing to keep in mind when spending on any co-branded credit card. The points you earn will more or less be locked into that point system once they are there. Yes, there are a couple ways you can transfer Marriott points, but those transfer ratios are just not worth it. So here's my recommendation. Only use this card when staying at a Marriott property where you'll earn the highest amount of points possible, as well as when you're trying to use the dining credit on this card, which we'll talk about next. Otherwise, tuck this card away until your next trip. Now, to help offset that annual fee, the Brilliant card offers a $300 dining credit, where you'll receive $25 each month for purchases made at restaurants. Credits like this one are great because they are super easy to use and you don't have any hoops to jump through to make it work. The next credit you're going to receive is a $100 property credit for qualifying charges at Ritz Carlton or St. Regis properties when you book directly using a special rate for a minimum 2-night stay. It would be nice to see this property credit expanded to a few other properties in the lineup, like JW Marriott's, Autograph Hotels, or Westin Hotels. Now, if you can use these two credits as is, that would give you $400 a year to help offset your annual fee, which will give you an effective annual fee of $250. Now, to help cover the remaining part of the annual fee, the Brilliant card offers a free night reward for room redemptions up to 85,000 points, which could land you a really nice hotel if you're flexible with your travel days. With just a few minutes of looking around, I found these room redemptions at the Ritz Carlton in Hawaii for 84,000 points a night. And even better, the cash value for these rooms was over $1,000, which means we can get a positive $350 effective annual fee if we didn't use any of the credits, and a positive $750 if we did use the credits in full. Or here's an option maybe a little closer to home for a night at the St. Regis in Chicago. The cash rate for this room was $735 a night. But if we look at the points redemption, we'll see that this room is actually 87,000 points, 2,000 over our free night reward. But that's okay, because we can actually add an additional 15,000 points to our redemption when booking a free night reward. So in this case, we can use our free night reward plus $2,000 to get another great redemption. Now, on the Brilliant card, you're also going to receive Marriott Bonvoy Platinum status, which has a lot of perks of its own. With Platinum status, you're going to receive a 50% points bonus, 4 p.m. late checkout, a welcome gift upon arrival, which gives you the choice between additional points, breakfast, or amenities. You're also going to receive enhanced room upgrades, dedicated support, and lounge access at hotels with lounges. Platinum status is a great addition to any Marriott stay, and I think it might beat Hilton Diamond status. Now, in addition to all of the previously mentioned benefits, you're also going to receive a fee credit for TSA PreCheck or Global Entry, 25 Elite Night credits to help push you to the next status tier, a Priority Pass Select membership, no foreign transaction fee, along with a few insurance and protections. So it's easy to see why the Brilliant Card is an excellent option for many people looking for a top-tier hotel credit card. But now let's take a look at the Ritz Carlton card. Now, if you've never heard of this card or haven't even seen this card, that's probably because you can't directly apply for it. It's not a card that you can just go online, fill out an application, and the card comes to you a few days later. But you can still get this card through product change. I'll talk about how we can do that after we talk about all the specifics of this card. The Ritz Carlton card is the premium Marriott offering from Chase. This card has a pretty reasonable $450 annual fee, while still offering some top-notch benefits. However, because this card is not available for direct application, there is no welcome offer on this card, which is unfortunate but understandable. With the Ritz Carlton card, you're going to earn 6x back at Marriott Bonvoy hotels and resorts, 3x back on dining, rental cars, and airlines, then 2x back on everything else. Like the Brilliant card, these points are going to be deposited directly into your Marriott Bonvoy account. I will say that the multipliers on both the Brilliant and the Ritz Carlton card feel weak to me. It would be nice to see the multipliers get raised a little bit for these cards. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Now let's talk about the perks and benefits on the Ritz Carlton card. First up, you're going to receive a $300 annual travel credit for airline purchases. This benefit is pretty flexible and allows you to use it for seat upgrades, lounge access fees and passes, and even some data points have shown that you can use this to cover the entire cost of a ticket. Now, unlike most other credit cards, you do need to call Chase directly and ask them to apply this credit to your recent purchase. I don't know if this is because this card is discontinued and no longer available or what. Now, this credit helps us lower our effective annual fee on this card while also adding a lot of value to it. The Ritz Carlton card is also going to give you a Priority Pass membership, a Global Entry or TSA PreCheck credit, car rental privileges with National, Avis, and Silver Car, and you'll also receive a nice range of insurance and protections with this card. The Ritz Carlton card is also going to offer 15 Elite Night credits to help push you to your next status tier. Now, speaking of status, you're automatically going to get gold status with this card. Gold status is one status level below platinum status. You can earn platinum status after you spend $75,000 a year on this card. You'll also receive 3 upgrades to the Ritz Carlton Club each year. Now, like the Brilliant card, the Ritz Carlton card offers a free night reward for redemptions up to 85,000 points, and you can add an additional 15,000 points to your certificate. This would give you 100,000 points to use, which means we can get the same amount of value on the free night reward as we can on the Brilliant card. So I'm sure some of you are wondering, how do you actually get the Ritz Carlton card? The only way as of now to get this card is to product change one of your existing Marriott Bonvoy cards, which means the first step is to actually apply for a Marriott Bonvoy card. Right now, the Boundless card is offering a great elevated welcome offer of 5 free night rewards valued at 50,000 points each. So if you're thinking about getting the Ritz Carlton card and don't have one of the Marriott Bonvoy cards right now, the Boundless card might be a good option. After you apply for the card, you'll need to wait at least 1 year before requesting the product change. Once that 1-year period is up, you'll first need to make sure that you have a credit limit of at least $10,000 on the card. Then you can call Chase and request the upgrade. Now, if you weren't initially given a $10,000 limit, you can move your Chase credit card limits around, or you could request an upgrade from Chase. So which of these cards should you get? Or should you get both cards? Well, let's look at the pros and cons. With the Brilliant card, you're going to earn a free night reward for 85,000 points. It also has an easy-to-use dining credit, and you'll receive platinum status along with all of those perks. But on the other hand, it has a pretty high annual fee. The property credit, in my opinion, is too restricted, and the points multipliers are not that great. As for the Ritz Carlton card, the biggest pros are the lower annual fee, free night reward, and the flexible travel credit. But it's unfortunate that this card does not offer a higher status tier. It would be nice to see platinum status on this card as well. Not having a welcome offer is also a bit of a bummer. It would be nice to even just have a small upgrade bonus added. And I think the multipliers on this card are also a bit weak as well. But no matter which card you go with, How does it stack up against the Hilton Honors Aspire card? That card also offers annual credits, top-tier status, and a really powerful free night reward. The Aspire card has a $550 annual fee, which is less than the Brilliant card, but more than the Ritz Carlton card. In the end, you'll need to decide which brand you prefer staying with the most. I currently have the Aspire card, but I also plan to start the journey this year towards getting the Ritz Carlton card. Also, the Ritz Carlton card might have something going on behind the scenes. Recently, this card got a surprising update in the form of a metal card. It is interesting that a card would be updated in this way, seeing as it's not a mainstream card. This has led a few people to believe that the Ritz Carlton card might be making a comeback. And while it's very rare for a discontinued card to come back into main circulation, perhaps this card will be the exception. I'd love to hear from you. Between the Brilliant card and the Ritz Carlton card, which one would you pick? Or are you a Hilton fan, and is the Aspire card still the best? Comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this in the future. I'll see you next time.